Narcissists refer to people who have excessive admiration and interest in themselves. However, when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, it can sometimes get tricky with them. How many of you have felt like you're in a relationship with somebody, and this doesn't have to be a relationship as in couples, it could be any relationship dynamic, mother, son, father, daughter, siblings. It doesn't have to necessarily be a couple. So just kind of keep that in mind. Hey, everybody, I'm Danielle, and today we're going to go over 6 ways narcissists choose to punish their victims, or it can become a regular habit, or even just like a routine with the individual, with the narcissist. They just get joy out of it. So let's jump right in. So, number one, withholding information. This always seems to be like a narcissist number one, classic narcissistic move. Withholding information is a classic narcissistic move. They also find pleasure in not giving out simple explanations so that way they can see the reaction of their victim. I know that sounds horrible, but that's totally what a narcissist enjoy doing. They totally enjoy withholding information, even when it's a simple explanation about, I mean, it's super simple. They just flat out won't give it to you because they enjoy getting the reaction and seeing just you as their victim get all emotional and upset over just the simplest things. It's a total mind game. Number two, narcissists also sometimes choose to become rageful, and have anger outbursts. This leads to other people walking on eggshells around them and creates a false sense of fear and control. This is horrible. So let's see, what would be an example of this? Not doing the dishes, or just blowing up if there's like a cup or two of dishes in the sink and they're dirty, and the individual, I mean, the whole house is a mess, and the individual is going to explode over this one thing. It makes people walk on eggshells. This was a big thing growing up in my household. It was, I mean, what time is mom going to get home so we can like run around and do everything, because she's going to explode on us, when that's not love. That's being um, dominant and instilling fear in an individual, and it makes them, a child especially, very overwhelmed. So, number three, being passive aggressive and disrespectful to the other person is also something that a narcissist finds pleasure in doing to punish their victim. Definitely passive aggressive behavior, especially when they're not getting their way, is just another tactic that a narcissist will use to try and control or manipulate the situation until they get what they want. I don't understand why this happens, but these are just classic signs of, a narcissist. They passive aggressive. They're disrespectful. They just don't care. They will hide your mail and then deny that they're doing it. They will move your car keys around and say that it's not them. It's just passive aggressive stuff that's very, very petty. Number four, sometimes a narcissist can also resort to making public humiliation and letting out secrets or private information about the victim that makes that victim feel very exposed. I think this is a horrible one that definitely narcissists will do. So, what would be an example? So, like an example is, I have a learning disability, and I also fall on the autism spectrum, and this was used against me quite a bit. Quite a bit. Anytime I would have like a failure in the social settings, my mom would point it out, and I would feel really, really exposed, like vulnerable. Like, shouldn't my mom be helping, or helping me overcome this, not pointing it out as a flaw, because I already know it's a flaw. Narcissists will totally hone in on things that are very you're self-conscious about, and they will just expose them to the world. All right, number five, ruining the reputation of their victim by sharing false information is a classic narcissistic move. Kind of just touch base on this in number four, but definitely slander. They don't care. They don't care. If someone's going to listen, they're going to sing like a bird, trying to get the other person to look bad. If they're not getting their way, they will make lies. They don't care. And then they'll just deny it. They will straight just deny that they ever even did this. Number six, a narcissist can sometimes create the sense of danger by maintaining a chronic threat. That also involves stalking. This is a big one. This is a really big one. So, Let me reread that again. A narcissist can sometimes create the sense of danger by maintaining a chronic threat. That also involves stalking, definitely. So they can try and find out information so they can try and use this against you in the future or trying to have a triangulation with people. They can always try and feel like there's a chronic threat to you. So that way you're always intimidated, you're always on edge. This always makes you anxious. And honestly, at the end of the day, it makes you very tired and you question your sanity. This is not normal behavior for someone who's supposed to love you. A narcissist is all about them. You are their supply, and if you don't give it to them, they're going to make your life miserable until they find a new supply. I hope that any of these are helpful tips on, 6 ways a narcissist can just gang up on somebody. It's not fun. Let me know in the comments, like, subscribe. Please, this is a safe place for sharing. And if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Yeah, this is a safe community group. Let me know what your thoughts are.